وعليك السلام يوسف.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and the commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Bale clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find...
Adriano! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Out for a throw. The referee has given a corner. with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Diaz stood his ground strongly. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Jordan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a good ball out wide. First quarter of an hour gone. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has been cut short. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's a really well-measured ball. Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great vision. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Oman very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the shot's on here. Nicely aimed pass. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Defending here is really tight. Takes a shot! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Stood up well to him there. Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well timed, excellent interception. De Rossi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? He's through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pelé, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Diaz.
That's good play from him.
That is lovely. It's a goal kick. Gerrard gathers from the goal kick. And it's Gerrard. And here's Diaz.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ronaldo ventures forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Knocks it out wide. Now it's goes for a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Can he get away here? He's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. is Bale. Shot a goal! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Oman are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Jordan, number 3,
So, into the second half.
Coming on to replace him is number 14.
And it's Royce.
Substitutions taking place.
Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Passes short and sharp, takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Royce actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oman have their second corner now. Oh, good effort! And it's there! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's another good win of the ball. Oman come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, he's having a go! And that is great goalkeeping.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
So can they do it again? Pinches it off him. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. The Rossi concedes a free kick for that. Well, now it's a race for the ball. A whisker away from making it 4.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Jordan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter.
Tries a shot! And again! Oh, he's been caught napping!
The attendance for this match was 80,600.
Can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. Oman perhaps contemplating their next change here. Gerrard. He's gone for goal!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And it's Maicon. Gerrard. And here's Bale. He's played it back to Chiellini. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Oman have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Diaz is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliantly. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. Shot, surely!
got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Maicon with the clearance. Oman are looking to go forward now. Zanetti has given away a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
Looking to play him in. Messi. And there's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Substitutions taking place.
intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Makalele. It's Basho! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to dink it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Royce was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's an imaginative pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Michael plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oman yet to have an attempt on goal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Dogged shoots! There it is! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Puskás demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Oman have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's a cute ball. Puskás is in a really good position out wide. Oh, what has happened? Tries a shot! It's anyone's but Royce! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And the pass is intercepted. Messi. He's got away. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Could move up a gear here. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Adriano. Oh, he's great chance! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
And Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. And no mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Spread neatly.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed.
That's a sharp pass. Oman making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Puskás, great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Pepe deals with that comfortably. Baresi. Messi is firing after that one.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Rijkaard. Driving on and making good progress. Looking for the run. Hazard picks it up out wide. Messi. Here comes the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Oman are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Gerrard. Pirlo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Roberto Baggio. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. Rijkaard. Gerrard. That's going wide left. Now it's Royce. Back they go. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a good spell of possession, this. Puskas!
Substitution on the field. Number 12, Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, that's
Number
nice.
10, Messi. Number 19, Baggio. Number 9,
And he has been fouled there.
Number 4,
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
coming on the field. Number 11, Neymar.
Adriano
Number
ready to try
18,
one. This
Ronaldinho.
the perfect chance to
Number
extend the
24,
advantage.
Pele. Number 22, Francesco Totti. Number 5, Cannavaro. Substitution.
Adriano! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Neymar. There will be a throw-in. And it's Neymar. Neymar making good progress. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Oh, good effort! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
United Arab Emirates have their second corner now. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
tries one from range.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 3 coming up. He's rising! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Always onto this. Leicester gets over and intercepts. Diaz. Rijkaard. Madueke. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Ronaldinho. Pele quietly revving up. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Rijkaard. Madueke. And Diaz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely bit of skill. And it's Gerrard. And the shot! Brilliant save from Buffon! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gerrard is offering a wry smile there.
وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام حبيبي.
Impressive jump. Nearly, but
مرة طيب الحال أوجي، كيف حالك؟ عساك طيب.
He knew that was a great opportunity.
long ball looking to counter. Into the last quarter of an hour. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronald. Shot a goal! Ronaldinho! Wow! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
United Arab Emirates with the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Neymar. Oh, super ball. Shot, surely! And that really should have been that.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
So their fourth quarter of the game. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That'll be a throw-in.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
it taken off him. Madueke. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. Great vision. Well, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar, Totti. Towering header! And again! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Gerrard. Gerrard driving for... He's having a shot! And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men...
Could be danger here. Picked out. Oh, shooting chance! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of slop.
Julie! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oman with the corner, there first. Maicon with the short one. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Julie, Pushkas, chance! And that's a good finish. Two, and we've barely begun here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Oman are doing very nicely, thank you. This getting up there! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe! Oman have hit a quick-fire double here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what has happened here? Pushkas?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Diaz has the space to scheme. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rijkaard, great chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
What a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Egypt.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Adriano. Pirlo. Best. Egypt do have a chance to counter here. Cafu. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Madueke out towards the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. Chiellini. And Diaz. Gerrard. Madueke. He is through here. Corner it is. Oman with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Diaz with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that has left him in a heap. He's in a great position here. Best plowing. Best!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
And it's been taken short. Tries a deft little ball. Vieri finds himself offside. Oman, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maicon. Puskás. Adriano. He's on it, can he get away? And he's got away from him. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, important interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. It's Vieri! He's done very well to get to that.
Vieri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Puskás. That has been slung wide. That's Gerrard. Done delicately. It's come to nothing. And the ball is out of play. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Best! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Egypt are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now there's a fine ball. Pirlo. Now it's Vieri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Driving on and making good progress. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And it's Gerrard. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. Pirlo. Cafu. Diaz. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting.
There will be 1
Madueke.
minute added time.
That looks a decent ball. And pushed us! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah,
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1 each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Madueke. Michael plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Oh, that's a key interception. Madueke. Well timed, excellent interception. Diaz. Knocks it out wide.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, it's rising! And a neat finish! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Just about up to the hour now. Messi. That's a good foray he's making. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
This looks promising. Best is onto this. So much time and space here.
Egypt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he stop it going out? Messi. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. So what can they make of this? Adriano. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. Rijkaard. Puskás. And Madueke. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now, can they get him away? Best. And it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
كولر 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 والله هذا الخصم دائما جبان يستخدم كولر كولر والله كفو مايسون والله كفو لحظة 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 ايوه لحظة الخصم جبان ايوه الوغد والله هذا خصم دائما ما يعرف يلعب والله اعترف كان يهزمني بالجيبي لكن اول ما احول كنت فريقي كذا البيكات مجانيه والله ما يفوز كان لكن الشخص لا بس اخبر نيستا يمسك كولر والله جبان ما يعرف يلعب والله من يوم ما حولت البيكات وهو يعني ينهزم الحين بس والله كولر بس ايه يا كولر عشان رابط والله كريم ما عرفنا والله انا افكر بعده بيخلص يوم الخميس ما انتبهت والله لا شريت كوينز ولا والله كفو مايسون والله انك كفو والله كفو اليوم 10 على 10 مايسون قسما بالله والله انا ما يخوفني الا كولر والله انا ما قادر والله العظيم روح والله بس ممسك الكورة عنده والله
Michael is looking to influence the game from out wide and it's Royce
حكم احمر اخضر اصفر لا جيسون والله اعترف كان يهزمني لما كنت العب جيبي اعترف بس من يوم ما لعبت بالابيكات اللي عندي ما كان يقدر يفوز شوف ماشي فايده اشوت والله بمسك في منطقته لان كولر والله العظيم تعرفوه كيف والله كولر يبقى كولر والله
Julie. Just eases him off the ball.
Oman nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's made its way to him. Takes aim and impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
بضيع ذاك جزء من الثواني والله. هذا يلعب كولر والله.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nesta. Chiellini. And it's Royce. For Maicon. We are into overtime. It's a good run down the right. He's got away. Well, that is one way to stop him.
حكم أحمر أخضر أصفر والله.
That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response.
بروح أصلي وأجي شباب.
What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Adriano voted man of the match and deservedly so. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role.
Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Marino actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Ødegaard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Donadoni. Pass is just off target.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all... Shot a goal! Xavi Alonso. Donadoni. Well, they could break here. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. Zubimendi. Madueke. So, what can they make of this? Zubimendi, foot in, and here's Ødegaard, played out towards the right wing. That'll be a corner. Corner number 2 then. Arsenal! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. That's a super give and go. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Saliba. Some really good ball movement. Nicely weighted ball. Eze picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Eze. Oh, it's Eze. Arsenal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Caceres does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Alonso. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through the gears here. Mosquera did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Trossard. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Calafiori. Calafiori making good progress. And it's Marino. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Xavi Alonso. Oh, time, excellent interception. Zubimendi. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Ødegaard. Madueke. Caceres. Now, can they get him away? Madueke. And it's Zubimendi for Marino. Calafiori.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Trossard proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Zubimendi. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. It is a corner, good chance. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So their fourth corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball. No luck with that. Dink over the top. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Donatoni. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Timber getting this one clear. Ødegaard. Trossard is in a really good... And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal come in leading by just the odd goal.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Eze. Subimendi could move up a gear here. Caceres does well not to be outdone there.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Calafiori looking tidy in possession here. Merino. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Timber. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Madueke. Ødegaard. Xavi Alonso. Being still separated by the game's only goal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Pass somewhat off target.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Merino. Donatoni. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Forlan.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Ødegaard. And here's Madueke. Subimendi. And it's Ødegaard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Gattuso. The message is clear, none shall pass. Donatoni. Merino. And that is a little undercooked. He won't be happy with that one. Ødegaard. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's a key interception. Subimendi. And Mosquera. Passing is crisp and sharp. Calafiori. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's had it taken off him. Trossard appears to be in some real discomfort. Is it his leg?
Yeah, and the manager's concerned too. Substitution time perhaps, or maybe not, we'll see.
But it appears he's going to be okay, at least for now. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good ball! Schwarzer! Madueke. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10, Neymar. El dorsal 21.
And it's Subimendi.
Serán sustituidos por
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
el dorsal 6.
Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. Xabi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And we're underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And the shot! He's got away with one there. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Shot, surely! Goal! Arsenal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Schmeichel sends that a long way.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Saka. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And here's the chance to counter. Eze. And it's Ødegaard. Modric. Saka. Ødegaard. For Merino. Arsenal currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, well measured. No, it's come to nothing. And he's running through. Vieira. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ødegaard. Saka. He is through here. Can he finish? That's another chance. And that's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Saka running with the ball. Now this could be a chance. Maldini. Ødegaard! Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Madueke does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Zubimendi. Eze. He's had it taken off him, and he is deftly away. Now, can he find a finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's been shifted off it. Merino. And claimed it back swiftly. Good running, strong and purposeful. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
2 minutos de descuento.
A case now of complete control. Saka. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Ødegaard. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Arsenal seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Thuram. Looking for options for movement. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. He's found a way through. Eze, this is promising. Eze with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Pull it. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Saka. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And it's Owen. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Eze, good purposeful running this. No question that's a foul. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Eze has the space to scheme. Arsenal have their second corner now. They've played it short. Vieira gets as a player in need of attention here.
Yeah, and I hope for his sake that it's cramp, meaning it'll be a quicker fix.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it. Calafiori. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Ronaldinho. And it's Modric. Ødegaard. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the defence just about came out. Takes a shot! And that is high.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Mosquera. Merino. Ødegaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Modric. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ronaldinho. And this is Messi. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Calafiori. Can he get onto this? That does look rather painful. Maldini. Desai. And it's Maldini. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's lost his man here. Oh, look at the space here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Desai. Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! One-on-one! So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Mosquera reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Now it's Madueke. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Palestine finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Owen. Girassi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that's nice. Soma on a serious charge here. Stood up well to him there. Throw in. Zubimendi. Eze. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Now it's Owen. Madueke. Owen. Crosses it in here. Eze can get it clear. And they can counter here. Zubimendi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Eze. And it's Zubimendi. Here's a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is going out for a goal kick. Lampard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Girassi. Lampard. Ødegaard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Saka. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So 1 moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now he's running away. That has ended up in no man's land. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eze. It's Saka. And he's found a way past. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think...
Ødegaard! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Ødegaard. Calafiori. And it's Zubimendi. Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Saka. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, well played, well sorted out. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Odegaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Merino. Zubimendi. Lampard. That's tidy. Delivers with whip. Saliba tries to clear. Well seen. Saw that coming. That's great. He's going for goal! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're back within reach! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective.
And that is the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So straight into the second half. Calafiori. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Madueke. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back. Timber, a man never lacking in drive or determination. This is a promising build-up. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Odegaard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nicely spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Lampard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Madueke. Odegaard has created one goal already. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think...
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Saka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Arsenal
20,
with the corner. They're first.
Coming on the field is number 19, Trossard. Substitution.
Towering header! Saka. Ball is over the line. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Khan claims comfortable. And now the breakaway. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, nicely intercepted. Girassi. Eze. There they go, hunting in packs. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, they're labouring their way towards...
Could be danger here! And it's Marino. And here's Trossard. And he was alert to it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Saliba. Eze touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Zubimendi is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He'll fancy himself from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Saka! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's Kubo. He's found a way through. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And a header! Goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Palestine are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Trossard, he's picked his way through. Has to go back here. Tries one from range. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Marino just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Saka with the short one. And here's Saka. Eze picked out brilliantly. And the finish! Fantastic from Odegaard! A finish right from the top draw. And surely now the results are beyond doubt. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out.
It was chance, surely! It's a goal! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Shot could be on. That's put pay to the danger. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Flamengo.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Zubimendi. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Saka, Odegaard, Messi, Azar, Ibrahimovic, and it's been played through. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Gattuso, Desai. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Turan.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And he's forced to go back. Turan is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Flamengo always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now Davids. And it's Davids.
ترى معظم الخصوم ما يعرفوا بيلد اب 5 أو 9 أنا أقول لك 99% ما يعرفوا بيلد اب. البيلد اب هو انك تبني هجمة نفس اللعب الحقيقي ما يعرفون. هذا يضيع وقت. ها اذا انا سجلت والله ما بتشوف الكرة حلفت. اوكي الحين انا بلعب شوية ضغط. يلا
Desai. Stam. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Saka.
Now what about a counter-attack? Played into space. He's cut it out. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yamal. Ibrahimovic.
مع انه هو معاه الفريق الاقوى. هو يعني ما يخاف اصلا. هو معاه الفريق الاقوى. ما في مشكلة. اذا تقدمت انا اعلم الاستحواذ كيف يعني اضاعة الوقت انا اعلم لا تخف.
Zubimendi. He's going to be disappointed with that.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's in a great position here, and he's lost his man here. He's having a hit. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
ترى في ثقل في اللعب بعد والله في ثقل يعني. عشان كذا قاعد العب دفاع شوية.
Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Timber. And he's managed to get free. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! Goal! Flamingo! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And here's Madueke.
ثقل غير طبيعي والله لاق يعني ولو انه 4 بار.
And here's Odegaard.
ثقل والله.
Fantastic from Odegaard. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And he celebrates his 30th.
هذا سعودي الدوسري من السعودية. ما أعرف السالفة ما ادري يا أخي.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter.
فضيحة على هذا التشكيلة وما يعرف الله يبنيه. فضيحة والله. والله بس خلي لو لاق شوية زين. القائد. ما عندي قائد ثاني.
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. Steaming on goalwards. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Wriggles his way through. He has found the way through. Calafiori defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, played right into his path. Saka! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Can he spark a counter here?
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Looking to play him in. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Madueke. Now it's Marino. Eze. Calafiori. Madueke looking to receive it in space. Messi. Yamal. Saka. Yamal. Played out towards the right wing. Not where it came from. Takes aim and... oh, good effort! Goal! Flamingo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, The finish, sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Flamengo with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Madueke.
Calafiori.
Coming on the field is
Now it's Bale.
number
Well seen.
19.
Saw that coming.
That was well played,
Substitution in
well
progress.
stopped.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Ball is over the line. Added Subimendi. And he skips past his man. Calafiori. Played into the... Gets his head on it! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass.
And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Ødegaard with the short one. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Minute has been indicated.
Now it's Ødegaard. Pinged towards the front line.
That's going in strongly.
Foot in. Azar, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Now it's Azar. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from
And
him.
that is that. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. We're up and running then. Romario, Jim, he hardly needs any introduction, does he? He's been there, done it all at the very highest level.
Yeah, one of the most prolific strikers ever and a real genius inside the penalty box. And he does it all with a style and a certain panache that's unique to him.
Now it's Madueke. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. There's a probing ball, and the counter is on. Looking for the run. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Saliba. Saka. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Madueke, bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Mateus, they've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get it through? Delivers, he's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vieira shows great strength. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong. Tries one from range! Mbappe is magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Jeff United Chiba are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Shot could be on. A lot of space ahead of him. Lovely feet. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Mateus, renowned for his long-range shooting. Played out to the left flank. Tries a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Zambrotta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, now he can run away with it. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, they could break here. 30 minutes gone.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Jeff Chiba definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Saka could move up a gear here. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's from Mario. Tries to play it through. And this decent chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
He's having a hit! Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good play! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Saka. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's gone backward here. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. It's in! 2-0 and in next to no time. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's picked his way through. No, he can't get past him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way past. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Messi. Pelé. He's found a way through. Played out towards the right wing. Timber. Added Subimendi. Ødegaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eze. Oh, he's bustling through here. Arsenal have it back and can go again. And here's Saka. He's shifting through the gears here. Hangs it, and a header! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Ødegaard. Subimendi. Eze. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Trossard. Oh, that's fabulous. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ibrahimovic, well seen, saw that coming. Trossard. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Mosquera cuts out the pass. No way through. Merino. Zubimendi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Neymar. Zubimendi has got himself a free kick.
هيك جيسون هلا امرني. الاسد فارس زنجر جبن زياده. المشكله الاسم يعني ما يصير اكثر. عدد الكلمات محدوده. الجمله طويله. ها خلاص بس تو ان شاء الله ابشر بعد المباراة ان شاء الله.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Odegaard. That looks a decent ball. Mosquera gets across to intercept that. Saka. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Saka stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Eze. Maldini. And this is Ibrahimovic. Saka in acres of space out wide. That's tiny. He is through here.
يا اخي ثقال ما يصير لعبة والله. هذا عراقي يا اخي.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Merino. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. That's Eze. Good running, strong and purposeful. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking to play him in. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Arsenal are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
اخوي دارس كل شيء.
Gets us going once more. And he was quick to react. Pele going face to face.
طب نعم حد فاتح؟ ما حد فاتح.
Saka powering forward here.
جيسون حد فاتح والله. إذا حد والله بروح.
No outsmarting him this time. Pele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's had it nicked away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's been chance!
والله يتأخر أنا عند اللعب.
Tiny finish.
يعني أنا قطعته وبغيت ما أقدر حتى أخلصها يعني من كثر الثقل والله.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Messi. There's the shot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Goes for a shot! Shifted it to the flank. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Pele. Saka.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Trossard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Pele. Not the most accurate pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Calafiori. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Trossard. Zubimendi.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Timber. Merino has cut it out, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 6, Gabriel Martinelli.
Mosquera kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Calafiori. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
The ball goes in. That has been knocked clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Saka. And here's Ødegaard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job. Tries one from range. Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Del Piero. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Pelé. It's Pelé! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining.
ايهم، وعليكم السلام. وعليكم السلام، اسف ما رديت، كنت مشغول شوي. وعليكم السلام.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
ما عليك محمد، ترى فيلسوف انا والله، لا تخاف. ما تحتاج احيانا رؤوس حربة في اللعبة، في الواقع حتى دامك توصل منطقة الخصم خلاص ما تحتاج، والله ما تحتاج رؤوس حربة، ما غصب والله. في ناس يقول لك انا لازم راس حربة احط، لا ما يحتاج حتى راس حربة والله. الامر ان تسوي خطة عشان بس توصل لمنطقة العمليات حق الخصم، بس دامك انك توصل بسلاسة وكذا امورك طيبة، يعني كأنك خطتك سليمة. انا دافع البداية امشي النت والله، لكن 3 مباريات والله نت سيء والله. كان ما حاليا هذه المباراة للآن نت زين والله، انا اكذب اذا اقول لا النت سيء. اذا النت اوكي حلو، بس هذا اريده، ما اريد شيء ثاني.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. So, third corner of the game. Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
فاتح هو، اذا فاتح بروح له، بس المشكلة 3 بار بلعب ولوني، لكن بحاول. صعب اذا هو 3، يعني انا لازم اقبل 3 بار والله. بس بروح له دام انا فاتح، بروح له والله. طب بشوف اجرب. لا لا غلط، حارس الكرة جات لك صديقي.
Disappointed with that. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Bale. Cafu gets into a good position. Bale, who can single-handedly make a difference.
والله منور، تعبت والله. والله انا من النوع اللي يحب كذا فريق حقيقي والله. تعبت والله، قاس احاول استمتع في اللعبه والله. انا استمتع اكثر شيء كذا والله. فزت خسرت انا ما مهتم والله. كفو ديفيد راير، احلى شيء كذا والله، استمتع بقوه، احس اللعب واقعي وحقيقي كذا.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Merino. Guard. Now it's Madueke. Now it's Eze. Shoots!
ما شاء الله على الدفاع.
Great vision.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's fabulous.
والله
Maldini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
بس تحركاتهم كلهم غلط والله. انا ما احس والله، اكون صريح معك والله. اذا النت زين خلاص الحمد لله، هذا اريد. انا احس اوكي يعني اللعب. هذه المباراة اوكي النت. جاني عراقي تو قبل شويه متقدم 2، ما قدرت اسوي شيء والله، ولو اني قاس اراوغ يعني. لكن النت والله صعب يعني، كان حتى اللي قبلها واللي قبلها يعني. ولا انا كنت فايز 5 مباريات توالي كذي بهذا التشكيل عادي يعني.
Lovely feet, he is such a good mover. That is good strength. Lovely bit of skill.
يا اخي باس سريع صديقي، سريع الباس.
Not in a good way. Now it's Bale. He's got away. Bale! What a save by David Raya! It's Luis Suarez.
ايه سواريز سفاح والله. كفو خصم. جومبا جوسكا أول مرة بقالها. أشوف أسامي غريبة والله. أنا ما أدري وين اللعبة حطتني في أي سيرفر والله.
Gamba Osaka have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Saliba cuts it out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Calafiori. Madueke. Forced to go back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Timber. Some good work on the right flank here.
There will be
Looking tiny in possession here.
الباس شوي يكون بطيء.
Now it's Bale.
حظ بيل من هنا.
Stood up well to him there.
حكم خلينا نهجم.
And for the first half, what is that? So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
المهاجمين ترى هذيلا يعني يتقدموا لا تخاف. AMF.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really
تعب هذا تويتي تعب. دخل ترصة.
and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
where memorabilia from today's match are now available. Substitutions taking place.
Down to business again.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Bale. Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. He's in a good position. Bale! That caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he latch on to this? That's the keeper's ball.
Lamba Osaka clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Somewhat off target. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Zubimendi. Arsenal still this single goal behind. Very nicely done. That looks a decent ball. Oh, right place, right time.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Bale. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ødegaard. Good driving run. He came in hard, very hard.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Great chance! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Gamba Osaka are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now,
Oh no, this does not look good.
whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gets his head on it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Cafu gets over and intercepts. Driving forward. Now it's Odegaard. Now it's Marino. Cafu gets the foot in and wins the ball. He has found the way through. Odegaard. And that's been intercepted. He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Eze. Eze. Time and again they are repelled. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He is through here. Lovely feet. It's Bale! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Zubimendi. Eze. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Pirlo. Pirlo! And it's come back out to him. Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
هذا المسكين كان فايز بس فصلوا عنه المباراة مسكين والله. كان فايز تقريبا كل المباريات. حياك وسام، هلا والله فيك. والله حزنت حاله بعدي. كان فايز فصلوا، ما أعرف عن المباراة، كان فايز بعد 3 ولا 4-0. فصلوا عن المباراة، ما أدري كم نقطة خسر. ما تلومهم والله القارة، حتى شفت شكله حزن المسكين، حتى أنا حزنت حالي، قلت يا ربي يا أخي بدل كذا يعني. لو واحد جاينك من قلب السكريبت حبيبي والله. Skål måste ni sambil hamil nanko, okay? Ni ba kinzaan lo semua. Pesa tu ba pakai teman, okay? وسام وين وصلت وسام؟ بس زين وسام والله واصل هنا. والله واصل هنا زين ترى عادي، امورك طيبه عادي يعني، ممتاز والله. بس يبارك نص ترى وسام. والله العظيم انا ترى هذا مال هدايا، افكر يخلص يوم الخميس، لا شلت لا هدايا لا كوينز، ضربت غم يا اخي. اللي مال فرديناند ما فرديناند وفيه كولر، كنت افكر يخلص يوم الخميس، قلت كل مره قلت باكر باكر باكر. ما حصلت حد وسام. هذا اللي مال من اللي فيه فرديناند، حصلت فرديناند صح انت. والله انا ما سويت بعدني، انا قلت انا بسوي متى اليوم ولا بكره، الا واجي اشوف الباكج مخلص والله. وضاعت الكوينزات 300 كوينز يا ربي، والله ضربت غم يا اخي. شو السالفه يا اخي؟ ها جي. من اول فتحة تستاهل تستاهل والله زين. ما كيف طاقات لك، انا عندي الموقع هذا قاعد اشوف طاقاته مال فيرديناند الجديد، بس ما نفس فيرديناند هذاك مال مانشستر يعني. للعلم هذا اقصر عن هذاك، ها هذاك ما ادري كم سنتيم مزيود المسكين والله. هذاك جربته مال مانشستر والله وحش ما شاء الله عليه. هذا ما اعرف والله كيف يعني. انا افكر الباكج بيخلص يوم الخميس، فانا قلت انا بعدني يمديني ما بسويه اليوم، بسويه يعني كل مرة اخر نفسي يا اخي. اجي افتح اليوم قلت اليوم ان شاء الله ببدأ، اجي اشوف انبش اقول وين الباكج الا والباكج مختفي. الاول 196 ايوه. ايوه بس زين ترى يفيدك يعني في الكرات الهوائية شوية، اللي بو يرفع خاصة. لا والله العظيم ممتاز والله في الصد يعني. ما ادري عن الجديد، انا اتكلم عن نسخة مال مانشستر ما شاء الله عليه يعني. لا يفيد يفيد والله. انا اللي شفت اللعيبة اللي يمسكوا كولر يمكن والله محدودين. عندك فرديناند واحد، انا اقول من بعد يا اخي فاران كنا اثنين. والله استلمت جربته ما واجد يصد صراحة، بعد فاران شفته افضل والله. انزين لكن خلي حتى مالديني ما شاء الله عليه، القفز عنده والله خرافي يا اخي. وصليبه نفس الشيء. نيستا كم جبته والله؟ والله نيستا بعد ايوه. يعني هذول ما شاء الله عليهم لهم وزن ترى يعني، يعني وطوال القامة ما شاء الله عليهم يعني. المشكلة كولر لاعب يعني ما ترم تسوي له شيء والله. تو لعبنا واحد ما ادري مصنف يقول هو، ما اعرف انزين. يعني ما قدر يمسك يعني، مسكر عليه حلول الارض، جاب لي حلول السماء. كولر ما كولر يا اخي، بس زين انه ما قدر يسوي شيء. انا اقصد هذا مالديني فنان والله، جربته يا اخي. ربيع اعطانا حسابه يا اخي والله ممتاز ما شاء الله عليه يعني. اشوفه شرس ما شرس والله ما يرحم. هذه كانت نسخة. اوكي. عندك هذا خلت ود الذين يا ربي والله يهلكك والله. والله انا اشوفه يمكن اكثر لاعب متكامل خولت والله. طويل خفيف يشوت هيدات يدافع يهاجم. ايوه ايوه فييرا ما صعب والله. والله جحش انا اقول لك عقل اسود ما شاء الله عليه والله. الا ويجي قدامك ما ترم تسوي له شيء. والله لا اهرب عنه. يجيني انا احول زاويه يمين يسار، والله احول بالزوايا يعني لما يجيني فييرا ما تروم تسوي له شيء والله. يعني طويل ما ادري كم طوله 190 ما ادري شيء ما شاء الله عليه يعني. هو وريكارد نفس الشيء. ريكارد اوكي بعده والله ما عليك منه.
helps for safety. Maldini. Played out towards the right wing.
انا اريد اشوف هذا الخصم يضيع وقته ولا لا اول بدايه.
Now it's Messi.
انا بدافع شويه.
And he's in on goal. Thuram has it in a wide position. That was well.
هذا بيلد اب يعني.
Out towards the flank.
يعني هو قاعد يبني هجمات، هذا الصح، هذا اللعب ترى. شوف.
Neymar going face to face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos. He's done particularly well there. It's wonderful focus. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Maldini. Oh, good spread. Messi.
وين الحركة صديقي؟ بس الحركة حلوة.
Zubimendi. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ødegaard proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Thuram.
هذا ديفيجن 2 تو الخصم ما انتبهت والله. ما اعرف 2 ولا 1 والله ما ادري يا اخي.
Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide.
والله وسام انا العب كذا والله استمتع اكثر شيء والله ما مهتم والله. تبي واحد يقول لك ابي اتصنف انا اقول لك تصنيف عادي والله ما يباله واجد يعني. بس ما انكر لك يعني شوف التصنيف يباله 3 اشياء تقريبا. 1 اتصال سلس، اتصال كذا اوكي امورك طيبه ان شاء الله. يعني حتى لو اتصال عادي ها مشي حالك، هذا 1. 2 يا سلام عليك يا خصم. كفو يا حارس ما شاء الله عليك. لحظة بس دقيقة. انزين رقم 1 كما قلت اتصال. يلا 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 يلا. دقيقة بس. والله ما شاء الله عليه يضغط. انزين 1 اتصال. 2 تشكيلة. عندك تشكيلة امورك طيبة، ما عندك تشكيلة حبيبي بقول لك سلم على نفسك والله. انزين 3 انزين معاداة سلام والله. اذا تبي تتصنف يعني لازم تسوي معاداة سلام لازم. هذا ال3 اشياء اذا عندك تبغى مال 2v2 تعال عادي ما عندي مشكلة. تشريف والله العب معه. ممتاز هذا الخصم 10 على 10 والله انا اقول لك يا. والله ممتاز جدا هذا الخصم ما اعرفه من هو. ولو انه فيه ثقل خفيف يعني فيه ثقل لكن ما نفس هذاك الثقل مال العراق يعني. والله ما شاء الله عليه ضاغط صراحة. ترى هذا اصعب اسلوب انك تسوي مال بناء. والله عيب هذه المفروض جول والله. تعال بعد المباراة خلي عادي ابشر ما عندي والله مشكلة. تبى 2v2 تعال عادي فاضي ما عندي تو شيء. كاس العب بس كذا والله. اذا واحد يريد يسوي ستريم سنايب والله تعال يعني اذا يباني احول للفريق القوي والله عادي احول يعني. اذا مثلا ممكن واحد قاعد ينتظر ما ادري ويش والله بسوي بس يقول يعني ممكن ما اعرف اذا كان في يبغى واحد سنايب ما سنايب ما اعرف بس يقول سنايب بس. هذا وقت الملعون يسمى جلتش. انزين حكم صفر يا اخي خلاص لا. بس مشكلة وسام ما حد ترى في 2v2 نوبات معظمهم والله عشان كذا انا ما العب حتى 2v2 يعني.
And it's hoisted clear.
المشكلة في 2 في 2 لا وسام رحت مع ربيع قاعد ألعب معظمهم يعني ما عندهم تشكيلات ويلعبون بس كذا يعني.
We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Arsenal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Maldini. Xavi Alonso. Silvestre. Odegaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Saliba. He's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here.
حياك حبيبي علي الأسد علي. هلا والله فيك يا الأسد لبوبو.
And now they can clear their lines. Backward it goes. Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
أخي لو تدري وش صاير اليوم ما أعرف أنا ما وش صار خبرني زين. لأن أنا ما معهم لا جروب واتساب ولا أدخل بثوث الناس والله. يلا حلوة ترفيعة. أنا أخوي واحد يروح والله ما خبرته يروح ما أعرف وش ترى أخوي من النوع اللي كذا شوية. والله يروح واحد قلت أنا ما خبرته لا يروح ولا هم يحزنون والله. بهربون بابير. اخوي واحد يروح كذا اخوي يحب دراما لكن ما يفهم شيء في الكوره ما يعرف والله. فاضي ترى بنات الله. يلا خوليت. ترى انا احاول العب نفس مال ارسنال تعرف كيف يدافعون. ما شاء الله عليك ما اعطاكم غريب ما اعطاه حضر والله غريب. يا الله والله عيب لكن انا لاعبي قدام والله كان حرام والله. كفو يا خصم والله تستاهل والله. والله وسام انت برايك هذا يعني شانك تبغى تعطيه انا ما اسوي معادات سلم انا ما عندي والله. ليش اعطيه مباريات؟ ايوه يعطون مباريات. لا حبيبي ما اعطي كذا انت ولا غيرك والله. الخصم اعطيك 10 على 10. 10 على 10. اتمنى بس ما تكون من النوع اللي يضيع وقت. استحواذ ايوه. شويه كانك قاعد واقد شويه تلعب ورا لكن ماذا عاد يعني الامور بعدها.
Pull it, and it's Messi. Half an hour gone in the second half.
ما أعرف أنا ما بيني وبينه والله بس يقلل أدبه يعني هو ما أي وعد هو يا شخص أنا أقول لك يا استغلالي يعني. يعني يقول لك اعطوني مباريات يعني عقب حتى انا اقول لك اعطوني مباريات نفس الشيء. ما يعتبرك ربيع، انا ما اعرف والله. انت ورايك يعني، عادل عند وسام يعني ياخذ منك شيء وخلاص يعني.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
هو ترى انا عارفه من النوع اللي يسوي معادلة سلام مع الكل مع الكل عشان ما حد يجي يخرب عليه، فانا متفهم في هذه الامور يعني.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
ايوه يعني اطلب مباراة 24 ساعة ما يصير نفس الشيء.
Tries to pass it through. Not a hint of offside here. And it's Guardiola. Rijkaard. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
That's Maldini. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Turan. Rijkaard.
تدري مساحة اللعبة والله اشوفها ما تستاهل والله، عادي العبها والله ولا واستمتع والله. والله لا تسوي لها سالفة والله. والله العبها وتغيب يا حبيبي، لا تسوي اي شيء والله. العب وتحاول تستمتع والله. تحب تخرب اذا عندك التخريب مثلا شويه كذا استمتع سو. انا ما همني والله اجي اراضي مننا، اجي العب وانا اهم شيء اراضي نفسي. انا العب اللعبه وهذا اهم شيء عندنا والله. هذا اهم شيء انا عندي والله. العب اللعبه واستمتع فيها والله. تعال تعال وسام، نسيتك والله. مشكلتي اتضايق لما اخسر. نسيتك وسام، تعال جانك ذو. قصدك اغير الفريق؟ ايوه جاينك وسام، جاينك والله. علي ترى انا ما انكر لك احيانا في ناس يعني بتحاول تنرفزك، ما انكر لك يعني. انا والله بتحاول اذا فاز عليك بيجي يرسل لك شيء يعني، في ذيك الساعه انت بتتنرفز امرات شويه. لحظه وسام، تبغاني العب اقوى تشكيله عندي؟ لا لحظه بس بجيب لك تشكيلتي. وانا تشكيلتي هذه اللي جمعتها خلال السنه. والله نسيت جيسون. عادي ترى مشكله مع اهلاوي والله، ترى نت سيء والله. جيسون حبيبي والله مع النت اهلاوي بيكون سيء للغايه، نفس ما لعبت مع سيف الهاكر والله. في فتره لعبت مع، بغيت اسوي سناب لواحد يسموه سيف الهاكر. لا 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 لا، اهلاوي ما لعبت معه. اهلاوي ما لعبت معه ابدا ابدا. بس انا سويت كنسل لاني انا لازم العب على 3 بار، يعني لازم انزل شرطه. وين فاتح اهلاوي؟ في قناه عندك اكتب نفس اسم حساب اهلاوي شرطه تحتيه 12. والله عادي لكن النت سيء والله لازم جيسون. انا والله فاهم انا ترى وش الفايده والله. حتى مع الهاكر انا حاولت، لكن اقول لك النت يعني سيء سيء للغايه للغايه يعني. ايوه في اليوتيوب قطر. قطر لا كاتب اسمك. ايوه في اليوتيوب اكتب اهلاوي شرطه تحتيه 12 بتشوف قناته. انا ما عرفت انه عنده قناه اصلا، ما داري والله الا واحد من اعتقد جيسون خبرني امس، خبرني ان هذا الشخص عنده قناه يعني. الا واجي اشوف اي والله عنده قناه الرجال. شكله صغير بالعمر لكن ما قدرت والله جيسون. انا نفس الشيء لازم انزل 3 بار يعني. مثلا انا لما لعبت مع الهكر انا ما اقدر اتحرك، انا كله دافعت بس. فوق هذا لقمت جولين يعني، خسرت 2-0 مباراتين. وش اسوي يعني؟ تو نحن احمر ولا شو؟ والله انا ما اعرف وش لوني، ما اعرف. انا بسوي كذا اللون احلى شيء. ولا لحظة بس. ما اعرف والله، انا ما ضبط ابدا يعني. انا بغيت اشوف مستواي، انا اريد اشوف مستواي، انا اريد اشوف مستواي. هل انا يعني صح يعني بكون نفس مستواه؟ يعني هم يقولوا انه لعيب، انا اريد اجربه يا اخي. انت عندك هذا يا حبيبي والله. والله شوف ايتو ما شاء الله عليه، والله ممتاز ايتو يا اخي. سرعة، تسارع، انهاء، ما شاء الله عليه، زين ممتاز ايتو ما شاء الله. اشوف الحارس. بب. انا هذا هلكني ود الذين الحارس، لكن والله العظيم يصد صدات غريبة عجيبة. لا يا وسام، انا اعاني ضد ايتو والله، خاصة لما اذا ينطلق واحد يلعب مثلث، ما شاء الله عليه، شوفه يفر، ما حد واحد ما حد يمسكه والله. جيبي تلفوني، جيبي يما، ليش شليتي تلفوني؟ مارتن كاسيرس، وين كاسيرس؟ زينة ممتازة والله. بس انا اقول لك انا تعرف ايش سويت يا وسام؟ شوف السرعة نفس الشيء ما طلنا، التسارع 87 او 80 يكفي، لانه اللاعب هذا سريع اصلا. اعتقد انت حتى ما زدت كثير نقاط في التسارع، بس بشكل عام ممتازة والله. ترى انا عندي هذا اللاعب كاسيرس، انا عندي والله العظيم، انا سميه تورام الابيض. هذا سريع يعني ما شاء الله عليه، والله تورام الابيض هذا نفس تورام الابيض. اذا ما عندك تورام عندك هذا يكفيك والله. انا عندي في حساب في حساب ثاني ممتاز والله العظيم، بطاقة شحن كانت واعطونا اياها ببلاش والله، فرحت على سلطة والله. ممتاز والله، سريع يعني ما شاء الله عليه، وانا اشوف طاقاته زينة. وفوق هذا يلعب لك عادي، تباه ار بي يلعب، تباه قلب، تباه قلب دفاع يلعب، تباه ال بي يلعب. مشكلة ما حصلته. هذا كان قبل سنة يا اخي، عقود ترشيح اللي كان قبل سنة يا اخي. يا اخي مال الباس، انزين انا لعبت باس.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
He's quick to return it. It's come to nothing. Gerrard. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Rijkaard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Bale, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through, floated through. Peruzzi breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's only too happy to take that back. And here's Cruyff. Adriano. And it's McAllister. And they've got a throw. Space for him to turn and look. Cross in, looks like a good one. Gerrard. Gerrard!
really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Johor Darul Tazim with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's a goal! And there is your opener. So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Gerrard providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And it's McAllister. Johor Darul Tazim already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. There's a look up. There's the header! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Johor Darul Tazim are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's got the beating of his man. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Rooney. Bale. Now it's Kimmich. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. Gerrard. He's picked his way through, and he's in on, and the shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
يا اخي الخصم انسحب يا اخي بايخ كذا الحين لاعب لانه طلع ربيعه واحد الرجال وش اسوي؟ لا اوكي ادريانو وحش ترى والله. ادريانو ممتاز والله وعندك ترى جسم تسارع يعني اوكي يعني بشكل عام. اللهم ما يتحكم في الكوره واجد يعني لما تحصل الكوره حاول انك لا تراوغ فيه واجد. ما نفس ايتو تقدر تراوغ فيه. ادريانو شوي صعب. ادريانو من النوع اللي ما تقدر تراوغ كثير فيه يعني. لكن إذا أعطيته ترفيع ارفع له والله العظيم وحش ما شاء الله عليه ويبزق من الخاطر والله ما يرحم والله.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Eto'o. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lampard. Rijkaard. The message is clear. None shall pass.
Has been indicated.
It's Adriano! Lampard. No, that's been intercepted. Desai. And for the first half, that is that. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline. but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Johor Darul Tazim, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0.
وحش وحش يا وسام. ترى هذه نفس الشيء 4-3-1-2 من أكثر الخطط المتوازنة. قسم واحدة مشكلة مسكينة والله ما تلومه يا أخي. شوف حتى يأس والله يأس يا أخي. الحين ما أعرف إيش أسوي والله أنا. شوف يأس الرجال أصلا ما يسوي شيء. أنا باغي هذه النوك شوت أنا ما تضبط عندي واجد لأنه ما أعرفه واجد. شوف الرجال ثابت والله. ما ألوم الرجال والله أنا ما أقدر أسوي شيء واحد. وش أسوي والله ما ألومه والله والله. شكلها فصلت المباراة ولا؟ لا انت شوية توكسيك وسام. انا من النوع اللي ما احتفل والله. والله مايسون عنده ترفيعاته. لا مايسون ترى والله العظيم ظهير ممتاز. خلاص يسد والله وسام. لا تعطيه جولات والله. ما يلعب على وش العب والله ما اريد العب انا كذا. شوف مايسون وش تقدر تخلي طاقاته دفاعيه تقدر تخلي طاقاته هجوميه حتى في الدفاع مبدع والله. لو تغير طاقات مايسون بتشوف كيف يعني. ساتر ما خيانات لا تخاف. هذا ربيعي ساتر. قال لي تعال ابي العب معاك كواب. قلت له تعال مو اقول له لا. مايسون اذا يرفع له والله ترفيعته بعد فنانه يعني. شوف والله اذا يرفع صح بعده ما شاء الله عليه. هو اعتقد متخصص عرضيات اصلا يعني. لكن المقصد ان طاقات مايسون تقدر تخليها دفاعي هجومي. شباب انا بس باكل لي شويه شيء يا اخي. انزين انا بطلع والله. وسام بس عاطني دقائق اتعشى شويه كذا وبرجع. مضطر اني حتى اسكر الستريم. ها المعذره عاد والله. ساتر ما عليك تزعل انت حبوب. وسام عندك هذا ساتر والله يلعب. نذل ترى. شوف نذل هذا وصف ترى يعني. النذل في اللعبه فاهم يعني. لما اقول لك كلب في اللعبه يعني كنا لعيب ترى. تعرف لا عادتنا احنا لما نقول هذا الكلب لعيب يعني ما نقول انه هو كلب يعني. نحن عندنا المشكله العمانيين حتى السب صار مدح. والله لكن عندك هذا ساتر والله فاهم فيلسوف الكواب ترى. والله فيلسوف اذا تلعب معاه زين ترى. خلاص خايش صار. انزين شباب انا بطلع شويه. انزين يلا مشكورين والله. سموع وسام بفتح ان شاء الله بث مره وبلعب ان شاء الله. المعذره عاد والله. وسام اذا تبادل حسابات خبرني تمام. يلا مع السلامه.